Hey there,
Going over the speed limit, so what's up?
hey there, Officer Stutz, Tacoma PD board. The reason for the stop is that you have a headlight out.
Yeah, they're not out. They're just wrong. They're displaced.
No.
So what else?
So that one is on and that one is off. So do you have your driver's license, registration, insurance on you?
Is that what you need? Why are you pulling me over for?
Yep.
Why are you pulling me over for? I will not show you that unless you
I already told you why I was pulling you over.
Why are you pulling me over for? Say it again one more time for me.
I already pulled you over.
Get the light of my
I already
face.
told
What are you
you.
pulling me over for?
It's your lights. Okay, do you have your driver's
A
license?
routine traffic stop, and within minutes, everything spirals out of control. What starts as a simple headlight check quickly turns into a full-blown standoff. The driver refuses to hand over her ID, accuses the officer of conducting an illegal search, and then calls in her activist friend, who shows up right in the middle of the scene. By the time the sirens go quiet, an arrest has been made, a window has been broken, and one final twist emerges that completely changes how people are looking at this entire encounter. This isn't just another traffic stop video. It's the kind of footage that's been spreading fast online, splitting viewers into two camps. Some say the officer crossed a line. Others say the driver escalated a situation that never needed to go this far. So what actually happened that night? And was it really as simple as it first appears? A quiet road, an ordinary night, and an officer approaching a car for what looks like the most routine reason possible, a headlight that appears to be out. In the video that has been circulating online, the interaction starts calmly enough. The officer explains why he pulled the car over, and almost immediately, something shifts. Instead of a simple exchange of information, the driver begins questioning why she was stopped at all, even though the reason had already been given to her directly. It's a small moment, but according to viewers who have analyzed the footage, it sets the tone for everything that follows. What makes this video stand out isn't just the traffic stop itself, it's how quickly a routine request turns into a battle of wills. The officer asks for a driver's license, registration, and insurance, standard procedure that happens thousands of times a day across the country. But instead of complying, the driver pushes back, accusing the officer of looking into her car without permission. She repeats a single question over and over, asking if he is done looking, as if the interaction can only move forward once that demand is met. It becomes a loop, the officer explaining he has every right to observe what's in plain sight during a stop, and the driver refusing to accept that explanation. For anyone watching, the tension builds.
Listen, you need your driver's license, registration, insurance, or you will be under arrest.
I have the reserve.
Okay.
I have the right to reserve.
Exercise that right and give me your driver's license.
No. Because you're illegally searching my car, so no. You are breaking my
guys, we're just
amendments,
gonna arrest
so
her.
I would not show you.
She's under arrest for failed to stop an idiot. Yeah. You are under arrest. Get out of the car. You are under arrest. I will break your window. I will break your window. Get out of your car. I will break your window if you don't get out of the car. Okay, you have 5 seconds. I will break your window to get you out of the car. Okay, do you understand that I will break your window? Okay. Unlock the car.
No. You wanted my license, I'm not going to. I'm safe. Lori, you gotta put his hands on me. Take me down. I'm safe.
This is hard to do.
I'm safe. Help me, Lori. I'm safe. Put his hands on me.
All right.
Lori, help me. Lori, help me. Put their hands on me. Lori, they're about to put their hands on me.
Okay.
Lori, they're about to put their hands
Undo
on
your
me.
seatbelt.
Lori, they're about to put their hands on me.
right,
Lori, they're
fine,
trying to
step
arrest me. No, you can't arrest me.
Stop, you're under arrest.
Get your hands off me. Get them stop. Let me stop. Just make it stop. Stop. Make it stop. Lori, help me. Lori, help me. Lori, help me. Lori, help me.
Hands behind your back. You're under arrest.
Help me, Lori, help me. Help me, please help me. Help me, come on, Lisa. Lisa, make it stop.
You're gonna be fine.
Stay over there, please. Stay over there, please. Stay over there.
All right. Let's stand up, okay?
Confrontation, please. Somebody better.
Stand
Back off.
I'm just observing. That's all I'm doing.
Yes, but not interfere with our ability to
Nobody's observing.
You're talking to me. You're interfering with yourself. You're interfering.
I need to be able to observe. This is someone I know.
Okay.
This is someone I know.
Ma'am,
So I
start backing
understand.
up.
I do explain to you once you guys all back off. All right.
We have to take our attention off first.
That's what you want to be problem. I'm not doing anything disruptive.
No, that's called
Yes, you are.
obstruction.
You're standing
It's not.
right behind
Yes, it is.
You're
right behind us, man.
Look, nobody's obstructing anything. I need to be able to see what is going on.
I understand.
Where?
My hands up.
Tell me
Please go to the
exactly.
sidewalk. Go stand on the sidewalk. Both of you, please go stand on the
Because
The
sidewalk.
sidewalk is too far.
No, it's not.
Yes, they were.
Ma'am, I'm going to
What
start
is
pushing
it
you
that
back.
you? What is
okay?
it that you need to do that you can't do with me standing right here?
It's called obstruction.
It
needs to be moved.
No, it's
Okay.
not. I asked an honest question with my hands
And
up.
what right do you have to know that?
I'm a citizen of the
Then
country.
you don't have. She's a private citizen. We'll figure out how to see it. Okay.
Look,
He's 100% in the wrong.
Not through shouting or chaos, but through repetition. The same question, asked again and again, becomes its own kind of pressure. The officer, according to the footage, remains composed, repeating his request for identification, while the driver continues to hold her ground, insisting she will not comply until her own condition is met. It's a standoff built entirely on two people refusing to move first, and as the seconds tick by, it becomes clear that neither side is backing down. Then comes a turning point that many viewers point to as the moment things start spiraling. The officer begins asking about alcohol, a routine question during any stop where behavior seems unusual, and the driver deflects, returning again to her own question about whether he is finished looking into her vehicle. It's here that the footage takes on a different tone, no longer just a disagreement over procedure, but a deeper clash over authority, rights, and what each person believes they are entitled to in that moment. As the exchange continues, the officer makes it clear that failing to provide identification could lead to an arrest, laying out a clear warning with a countdown attached. For the driver, this seems to only harden her resolve. She continues to insist that she is being illegally searched, a claim the officer denies, stating plainly that no search has taken place, only observation from outside the vehicle. This disagreement over language, what counts as a search versus what counts as simply looking, becomes the emotional core of the entire encounter. Two people speaking past each other, each convinced they are the one in the right. By this point, according to those who have broken down the footage online, the situation has moved far beyond a headlight. It has become a test of wills between a driver determined to assert what she believes are her rights and an officer determined to complete a stop that should have taken only a few minutes. Neither side is willing to be the first to give in, and as the warning about arrest becomes more direct, viewers watching the video can sense that this moment is about to cross a line that cannot be undone. What happens next is where the real drama of this story begins to unfold. The countdown the officer gave doesn't change anything. The driver stays firm, still repeating her question about whether he is done looking into her car, still refusing to hand over the identification he has asked for multiple.
I want to make sure this person who I know. Oh my God!
She'll be safe. She's going to go to jail.
You don't have
For what
I don't
though?
have rights of my own. I'm not a free citizen.
Assaulting a police officer.
Yeah, you
I'm
weren't
not
even here,
free.
so don't act like you
So I'm not free.
wouldn't expect that.
I
So-
was.
Am I free or am I not? Free to ask you a basic question about someone else.
About somebody else's privacy?
I told her
Are
she
you a
was
member of the
arrested,
media?
so
They called us.
this
Are you her attorney?
She called us on the phone.
I don't care. I don't know that.
Don't. Okay.
I don't know that.
So I'm dumb now.
No, I didn't say that.
Do we still want space from the car?
Are there 16
Them?
cars
Yeah.
here?
To the sidewalk?
Sidewalk, yeah.
How much do you
Okay,
got?
we're gonna need you guys to go to the sidewalk now.
One,
Okay.
two,
So you guys can go step right over there.
5.
Go ahead and go to the sidewalk. Nope, ma'am. Go to the sidewalk.
Have something more important to do than
Ma'am,
this, like,
ma'am,
really?
stop. Go to the sidewalk. Okay. Appreciate it. If you guys start coming into our investigation again, you're gonna be under arrest for obstruction or something. Okay. You're gonna be
Or
detained and put.
something that we made up.
Yeah, detained, put in the
That
back
you
of the
made up.
vehicle. Okay. Alrighty. Thank you.
Now. Call Lucy now.
All we are asking is to be observers.
Apparently, I think they kick studs or something.
She goes across the car. She kicks me.
Do you want that? Whose is this?
Oh, that's mine. How did that get off there?
Did you take her stuff off her? No. She's under.
According to the footage, this is the moment the officer decides that words alone will not resolve the situation. He tells her plainly that she is now under arrest, a declaration that shifts the entire encounter from a verbal standoff into something far more physical. What happens next is what has drawn the most attention from viewers online. The driver refuses to step out of the vehicle, prompting the officer to warn her that he will break the window if she does not comply. It's a warning he repeats several times, each one met with silence or continued resistance from inside the car. For those watching the footage, this moment carries a strange kind of tension, not loud, not chaotic, but heavy with the sense that something irreversible is about to happen. Eventually, the window does break. What follows is a chaotic scramble. The driver can be heard calling out for someone named Lori, pleading for help as officers attempt to remove her from the vehicle. Her voice shifts from defiance to distress, asking repeatedly if it's safe, asking for someone to help her, a stark contrast to the composed refusal that defined the earlier part of the stop. It's this shift, from control to panic, that many viewers say is one of the most striking parts of the entire video. As the driver is pulled from the car and placed in handcuffs, the story does not end there. In fact, according to the footage, this is where a second layer of drama begins. A woman identified only as Lori arrives at the scene, someone the driver had apparently called during the stop itself. Her presence changes the dynamic entirely, introducing a new voice into an already tense situation, one that immediately begins questioning the officers about what is happening and why. The arrival of Lori marks a turning point in the footage, shifting attention away from the original traffic stop and toward a growing dispute between the officers and this new arrival. She can be heard asking pointed questions, pushing back against the officers' requests for space, and insisting on her right to observe what is happening to someone she describes as a friend. The officers, for their part, repeatedly ask her to step back, explaining that her presence and her questions are making it difficult for them to safely continue their work. This is where the footage takes on a new kind of intensity, not the physical struggle of the arrest itself, but a battle over boundaries, over who has the right to stand where, to ask what, to record what. Lori insists she is not interfering, simply observing, while the officers maintain that her closeness and her persistent questioning cross a line into obstruction. The back and forth grows sharper, each side holding firm to their own understanding of what is and isn't allowed in a moment like this. As more officers arrive on the scene, the situation grows even more layered. What began as a single traffic stop involving one driver has now expanded to include a second person demanding answers, a broader group of law enforcement trying to manage both the original arrest and this unfolding dispute, and a growing sense among viewers that this encounter is nowhere near finished. The question now isn't just what will happen to the driver, but how far this confrontation between Lori and the officers will go before it reaches its own breaking point. The dispute with Lori doesn't fade quietly into the background. Officers continue asking her to move to the sidewalk, repeating the request several times as she pushes back, questioning why she needs to step away at all when she believes she is simply observing from a reasonable distance. The back and forth grows more pointed, with officers eventually warning that continued interference could result in her own arrest for obstruction, a warning that finally seems to register, even if reluctantly. At the same time, a separate figure enters the scene, someone who identifies themselves as knowing the driver personally, someone who arrived after hearing about the stop and wanted to check on her well-being. This person, too, becomes part of the growing crowd around the scene, asking questions of their own, trying to understand what led to an arrest over what initially appeared to be nothing more than a lighting issue. According to the footage, officers make it clear that this individual is free to stay only if they step back and allow the investigation to continue without interference. As tensions around the vehicle begin to settle, a supervisor arrives, someone identified as a sergeant, brought in specifically to address the growing complexity of the situation. This is where the driver, now separated from the vehicle and in custody, has the opportunity to share her side directly. She explains that the stop, in her view, began with a vague reason involving her headlights, but quickly turned into something she describes as an unlawful.
No. She's under arrest, so we can just take all her stuff. I need her ID. I don't know how old she is. Hey, how old is she?
They're not she.
Okay. How old is this person?
I'm going to say 26, somewhere in there.
Okay. And you're just a friend?
Yeah, this is a person in my community who I'm a friend of.
Okay.
They called me concerned that they were getting pulled over. Now that we've got a 10th police car
So a supervisor has
for this. Why?
a supervisor has to show up.
This is like you've got like some sort of terroristic operation going on for a potential DUI.
I told you to move your car. It's parked in front of a fire hydrant, close to the intersection, too far from the curb, okay?
I'll move my car. That's fine. I'm just saying.
Okay.
This is like really, wow.
I'm not being detained, right?
No, you're free to leave. Don't have to answer any questions.
All right. I don't really feel comfortable doing that.
Okay, that's fine. Make sure you look both ways. Just leave it. Just yeah.
So backing up stunts on a possible DUI. She's refusing to get out of the car. So he advises her he's under arrest. Breaks the window. She won't get out. Pull her out. As soon as he pulls her out, she ends up kind of trying to spin away, get her down, get her in control. And then these people show up and start jumping into our business as well. Oh, there's so many of you and there's so many of her and we need this and we need that. So that's the basic gist of it. No real force used, just pull her out.
Just yank her out onto the ground. I broke her window. She's under arrest for assault 3. Resisting arrest.
Assaulted at who?
Me. She went across the car. She kicked. My body camera fell off. It was on the ground over there. It was on. Don't worry. It just wasn't on me. It was on the ground over there. So resisting, obstruction, failed to stop an ID, DUI, and assault 3.
Okay.
Get away from me.
I'm Sergeant Spangler, Tacoma Police. I'm just here to talk to you about what happened. I'm not here to investigate anything. So what's going on?
He pulled me over. He said it's because of my headlights. And then he said it was a DUI. But he didn't drunk test, alcohol test. I told him.
You're required to provide ID when you get stopped by the police.
He was searching my car illegally.
How is he searching your car?
He started putting the flashlight in my back window.
Okay.
So he was searching my car. He didn't answer.
You mean just looking in your car from the outside
And I
on a
asked him
traffic
to
stop?
stop, and he kept doing that.
But he's not allowed to do that.
In what law?
It's a traffic stop.
It doesn't matter. You're not allowed to search my
It's not a
vehicle
search.
without warrant.
He's in.
He was searching my vehicle, his light, multiple times.
Do you still have your ID on you?
No, it might be in my purse. It's in my wallet.
Okay.
Right here.
Okay.
And I was just looking for it, and then he broke my window after that.
Thank you. All right, so they're going to get you outside and just pat you down.
I don't have any weapons. Don't touch me, please. Are you a wrestler?
Nope.
Oh, I could take you. What are you, 135?
Yep.
You might be a little racist, but it's not bad.
Whatever you want to call it.
No, that's what it is. It's a lack of knowing. People are only racist because they don't know. What do you think you know about black people that you can be racist to them for? White people are hood and we still... Everybody
You gonna
still...
let me talk, or
White
you
people,
gonna
no,
talk
I'm asking
over
questions.
me?
You saying nothing.
Well, I'm trying to
Answer.
talk to you and see you're doing
Oh, you don't want to
pretty
answer.
unprofessional things.
I don't
I'm
need to be
trying talk you,
unprofessional.
but
I
then
don't need
you're just
professional. You're
talking
locking me up.
Search, insisting that the officer's actions went far beyond what she believes is allowed during a routine stop. The sergeant listens, attempting to clarify the difference between observing what is visible from outside a vehicle and conducting an actual search, a distinction that becomes central to understanding the entire encounter. According to the footage, the driver remains unconvinced, maintaining that what happened to her was not just improper, but a clear overreach of authority, a belief she holds onto even as the conversation continues. It's during this exchange that the tone of the video shifts once again, moving from questions of legality into something far more personal. The driver begins making comments directed at the officer involved, suggesting his actions stem from a lack of understanding rather than simple procedure, comments that introduce race into the conversation in a way that noticeably changes the atmosphere of the encounter. The officer, for his part, largely avoids engaging directly with these accusations, focusing instead on completing the necessary steps of processing the arrest. As the moment continues, a brief exchange takes place that feels almost disconnected from everything before it. A casual question about the driver's zodiac sign, a small human detail in the middle of an otherwise tense situation. It's a strange contrast, one that many viewers point to as a reminder that even in the most heated encounters, unexpected moments of ordinary conversation can surface. But the emotional weight of the video shifts again almost immediately, as the driver reveals something deeply personal, asking that a specific detail about her identity be handled with care, expressing discomfort about being taken to a particular type of medical facility because of who she is. It's a vulnerable moment, one that stands in sharp contrast to the defiance and confrontation that defined earlier parts of the stop, and it adds a layer of complexity to a story that, up to this point, had been framed almost entirely around questions of legality and authority. What comes next, according to the footage, is where the full consequences of the night begin to take shape. The final piece of this story comes together once the driver is transported and the results of testing become available. According to the footage, her blood alcohol level comes back under the legal limit, a detail that shifts the narrative in an unexpected direction. For much of the encounter, questions about drinking had lingered in the background, but the numbers tell a different story. Instead, it's the presence of another substance that becomes central to understanding what may have influenced her behavior that night. Tests reportedly show signs of THC in her system, a detail that reframes much of what viewers had already watched unfold. It doesn't explain every decision made during the stop, but it does offer a possible piece of the puzzle, a reason why small moments of confusion or defiance may have felt larger in the moment than they might have otherwise. According to those who have studied the footage closely, this detail doesn't excuse what happened, but it does add necessary context to a night that spiraled far beyond a simple headlight check. By the end of the encounter, the list of charges reflects just how far the situation escalated. What began as a routine traffic stop results in accusations involving assault against an officer, resisting arrest, obstruction, and failure to comply with basic identification requirements, along with an allegation connected to impaired driving. Each charge traces back to a specific moment in the footage: the refusal to hand over identification, the physical struggle during the removal from the vehicle, and the repeated warnings that went unheeded throughout the stop. As with any case still working its way through the legal system, it's important to remember that these are only charges at this stage, allegations that will need to be examined and decided within a courtroom, not on a video screen. The driver, like anyone facing accusations, is presumed innocent unless proven otherwise, a detail that grounds this entire story in the reality that what viewers have seen is only one piece of a much larger process still unfolding. What makes this video resonate with so many people isn't just the arrest itself, but everything surrounding it: the repeated questions, the arrival of a friend determined to intervene, the accusations of bias, the vulnerable disclosure about identity, and finally, the toxicology results that complicate any simple narrative about what happened and why. It's a story that seems to shift every few minutes. Just when viewers think they understand what's happening, another layer emerges that changes the picture again.
Listen, you need your driver's license, registration, insurance, or you will be under arrest.
I have the reserve.
Okay.
I have the right to reserve.
Exercise that right and give me your driver's license.
No.
Cool?
Because you're illegally searching my car, so no. You're
Alright,
breaking my
guys, we're just
amendments,
gonna arrest
so I
her.
would not show you.
She's under arrest for failed to stop an ID. Okay. You are under arrest. Get out of the car. You are under arrest. I will break your window. I will break your window. Get out of your car. I will break your window if you don't get out of the car. Okay, you have 5 seconds. I will break your window to get you out of the car. Okay. Do you understand that I will break your window? Okay. Unlock the car.
No. You wanted my license, I'm not giving it. I'm safe. Lori, you gotta put his hands on me. Take me down. I'm safe.
This is hard to do.
I'm safe. Help me, Lori. I'm not safe. Put his hands on me.
All right.
Lori, help me. Lori, help me. Put their hands on me. Lori, they're about to put their hands on me.
Okay.
Lori, they're about to put their hands
Undo
on
your
me.
seatbelt.
Lori, they're about to put their hands on me. Lori, they're trying to arrest me. No, you can't arrest me.
Stop. You're under arrest.
Get your hands off me. Make it stop. Make it stop. Just make it stop. Make it stop. Lori, help me. Lori, help me. Lori, help me. Lori, help me.
Hands behind your back. You're under arrest.
Help me, Lori, help me. Help me, please help me. Help me, come on, Lisa. Lisa, make it stop.
You're gonna be fine. Stay over there, please. Stay over there, please. Stay over there.
All right. Let's stand up, okay?
Stand up there and
Back off.
I'm just observing. That's all I'm doing.
Yes, but not interfere with our ability to
Nobody's observing.
You're talking to me. You're interfering with yourself. You're interfering.
I need to be able to observe. This is someone I know.
Okay.
This is someone I know.
Ma'am, start backing up.
I do explain to you once you guys all back off.
All right.
We have to take our attention off first.
That's what you want to me problem. I'm not doing anything disruptive.
No, that's called obstruction.
You're standing right behind
Yes, it is.
right behind us.
Look, nobody's obstructing anything. I need to be able to see what is going on.
I understand.
Where?
My hands up.
Tell me
Please go to the
exactly.
sidewalk. Go stand on the sidewalk. Both of you, please go stand on the
Because the
sidewalk.
sidewalk is too far.
No, it's not.
Yes, they were.
Ma'am, I'm going to
What
start
is
pushing
it
you
that
back.
you? What is
okay?
it that you need to do that you can't do with me standing right here?
It's called obstruction.
It needs to be moved.
No, it's not.
I asked an honest question with my hands
And
up.
what right do you have to know that?
I'm a citizen of the
Then
country.
you don't have to. She's a private citizen. We'll figure out how to have a seat, okay?
Look,
She's 100% in the wrong.
For some watching online, this is a clear example of an officer following procedure under difficult circumstances, remaining composed even as the situation grew increasingly chaotic. For others, it's a reminder of how quickly a routine encounter can spiral when trust breaks down on both sides. And for many, the involvement of a friend rushing to the scene, the questions about bias, and the personal revelations shared in the middle of an arrest add a human complexity that goes far beyond a simple headlight violation. What remains clear is that this footage, whatever side people find themselves on, has sparked exactly the kind of conversation that spreads quickly online, one built on conflicting perspectives, unanswered questions, and a story that continues to unfold long after the sirens go quiet. So that's the full story, at least as far as the footage and available details go. A routine stop that turned into a night full of accusations, resistance, unexpected twists, and a set of charges that are now heading into the legal system. As always, these are allegations at this stage, and it will ultimately be up to a court to decide what really happened that night. But we want to know what you think. Do you believe the officer handled this the right way? Or do you think things escalated more than they needed to? What did you make of Lori showing up in the middle of it all? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We read every single one. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more videos just like this, and turn on notifications so you never miss a story. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
You're professional. You're locking me up. I'm a citizen. Why do I need to be professional for it? This is not a job interview.
Actually in custody now.
Oh, and what? What about it? I can stop having a conversation with you. That's fine.
That's fine.
Okay, great.
Probably prefer it, honestly.
Oh, great. Me too. I would hate to talk to a racist. But you probably are, right? Yeah, I know. Clocked you.
Have fun in jail.
Hey, 135.
What was that?
135. I'm pretty sure you weigh more than 135.
Yeah, weigh 185.
Are you okay, ma'am? Ma'am?
I don't use ma'am. I
What's that?
use they, he pronouns. My name is True. What's your sign, if you don't mind me asking?
What's that?
What's your sign?
Sign?
Zodiac?
Aries?
You're Aquarius?
Aries.
Oh, I knew you were Aries. Can you take me to TG? I don't feel safe here. I'm trans. I'm not safe at a Catholic hospital.
Let me talk to my partner. Give me a few seconds, okay?
Okay, don't tell him I'm trans, but...
What's
yeah.
that?
Don't tell him I'm trans.
I'm just gonna tell him like you prefer TG.
Please and thank you.
He said like he's gonna process the DUI here.
They're gonna test my alcohol level?
Yeah, I will explain. Let me get out of the vehicle and I'll explain, okay?
Okay.
While at the hospital, this suspect, whose legal name is Miriam but they go by True, kicked an officer in the chest multiple times. Their blood alcohol content was found to be .033, which is under the legal limit. However, they tested positive for presence of THC. They were charged with 2 counts of felony third-degree assault, 2 counts of resisting, 1 count of obstruction, 1 count of failure to stop or give information, and 1 count of driving under the influence of drugs. They are presumed innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.